Hello everyone. In the last class, we learned about the types and design requirements of walls. Through the previous lesson, we learned that there are various types of walls based on the materials used. Among all types, bricks have a long history, which are the traditional wall building material in Chinese architecture. Currently, they are still the main building material in our general architecture. Today, let's learn about the construction of brick walls together. Brick wall is a masonry structure made by using mortar to lay bricks. According to certain technical requirements, its materials mainly include bricks and mortar. At the beginning, let's first understand these two types of masonry materials, brick and mortar. Firstly, let's talk about the masonry block bricks. There are many types of bricks, including common bricks, porous brick, cement bricks, and hollow bricks. Sintered common bricks are a traditional wall material in China. The standard size of sintered common bricks is 240x115x53, and the mortar joint size during masonry is 10 mm, forming a scale relationship of 4 to 2 to 1. Building 1 cubic meter of brickwork requires 512 normal bricks. Normal bricks have 6 strength grades: Mu30, Mu25, Mu20, Mu15, Mu10, Mu7.5. Among them, the commonly used grades for wall bricks are Mu10 and Mu7.5. It should be emphasized that some areas in China have implemented regulations restricting the use of red bricks, and a few economically developed areas no longer allow the use of clay bricks in buildings. Porous bricks, which are mainly made by roasting clay, shale, coal leadstone, and fly ash. They have many small and dense pores, and are used for load-bearing walls. They are a new type of product that replaces sintered common bricks, and have the effect of saving land resources and energy. They are suitable for multi-story residential buildings and similar architectural engineering. The actual dimensions of the load-bearing perforated brick are 240 mm, length x 115 mm, width x 90 mm, thickness 190 mm, length x 190 mm, width x 90 mm, thickness. The shape of fired hollow bricks is a right-angled hexahedron. Like porous bricks, hollow bricks also have a high porosity, but the difference is that porous bricks have large pores. Hollow bricks are mainly used for filling walls and partition walls, and only bear their own weight. The compressive strength of hollow bricks is much lower than that of solid bricks and porous bricks, and they are divided into 3 grades: Mu5.0, Mu3.0, and Mu2.0. Mortar is the cementitious material for blocks, and commonly used mortars include cement mortar, lime mortar, mixed mortar, and clay mortar. Among them, cement mortar is made by mixing cement, sand, and water, which belongs to hydraulic materials. It has high strength, but poor compatibility, and is suitable for masonry in damp environments, such as basements, brick foundations, and so on. Lime mortar is made by mixing lime paste, sand, and water. It belongs to the category of air-hardening materials, and its strength will decrease after passing through water. It has good plasticity, and is suitable for the above-ground masonry of secondary civil buildings. Mixed mortar is made by mixing cement, lime paste, sand, and water. It has high strength, good plasticity, and water retention, and is widely used in the above-ground masonry of civil buildings. The strength grade of mortar includes 7 levels: M15, M10, M7.5, M5, M2.5, M1, and M0.4. Among them, The commonly used mortar grade for walls is M5. Next, let's introduce the assembly of brick walls. The thickness of sintered common bricks is usually referred to based on the length of the brick, such as half brick wall, 1 brick wall, 1 brick and half wall, etc. In engineering, they are referred to by their designated dimensions, such as 12 walls, 24 walls, 37 walls, etc. The masonry method of brick walls refers to the arrangement of bricks in the brick wall in order to meet the requirements of wall strength, stability, etc. The masonry should ensure that the brick joints are horizontal and vertical, staggered up and down, and overlapped inside and outside, to avoid the formation of vertical joints. The mortar should be full and evenly thick. Before masonry, the masonry blocks should be sprayed with water. Cement mortar should be used for masonry below plus or minus 0.00, and mixed mortar should be used for masonry above plus or minus 0.00. In the construction of brick walls, bricks with long sides parallel to the wall are called lengthwise bricks, and bricks built perpendicular to the wall are called crosswise bricks. Solid masonry walls are usually built by following methods: one lengthwise with one crosswise, multiple lengthwise with one crosswise, box header bond, and full of lengthwise. To improve the thermal performance of ordinary walls, composite walls are often used, which are walls composed of bricks and other thermal insulation materials. There are usually 3 methods for constructing composite walls. First, attaching thermal insulation materials to one side of the masonry. Second, filling thermal insulation materials in the middle of the brick wall. Third, leaving an air layer in the middle of the brick wall. In this lecture, we mainly learned about brick walls as a building material with a long history of application. Bricks have made an irreplaceable contribution to the development of construction. They are still the main wall material used in most regions of China. However, extracting clay may occupy farmland and damage the natural environment. Additionally, bricks have a large self-weight, poor thermal performance, low construction efficiency, and occupy a large structural space. Therefore, ordinary bricks are increasingly unsuitable for economic development and the requirements of building industrialization. Some developed regions in China have already begun to restrict the use of ordinary clay bricks and vigorously develop new wall materials, such as slag concrete blocks, hollow concrete blocks, or bricks made from industrial waste. That's all for the introduction to brick walls in this lecture. Thank you.